Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you. And I've listened this afternoon, Mr. Chairman, and I've listened to some pretty sour debate. I've listened to some pretty poor arguments. And, Mr. Chairman, this bill is about reforming the electricity industry. I just want to give the opposition a little bit of history about what we're doing here, what this is about. It's actually in response to a review that was conducted last year. And the review was done by a number of experts in this industry. It was chaired, the technical advisory group was chaired by Brent Layton, and there were a number of other industry experts like Professor Evans, Miriam Dean, Toby Stevenson and Dave Russell. Now, Mr. Chairman, we've heard a lot of rhetoric from across the chamber. We've heard from Mr. Hipkins about how on the campaign trail the National Party actually said would lower prices, and that is factually incorrect, sir. That is factually incorrect, because when I was campaigning in Maunga Kēkē, what I was saying to the people was that we will limit the price increases that were prevalent under the last Labor government. And as has already been stated by my colleague Aaron Gilmore, 72% increases over 9 years, when inflation went up 24%. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It meant that it was 3 times the rate of inflation.
Order.
Now that is just absurd.
Order. We're on part 3.
Part 3, sir. And I'm just responding to some of the arguments that were... Sorry, sir. We'll continue. Sir, this bill is about security of supply. It's about affordability and sustainability, which is what Mr. Hipkins has already referred to. Part 3 is right here, sir. It is about the separation of distribution from generation to retailing. But I diverge. And if you think it's just the National Party that's in favour of this reform, sir, it's not. I quote the press editorial: changes made by Labor.
The honourable member, but the time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.